The Seven Summits captures the attention of every mountaineer, and I'm no different. My name is Patrick Sweeney. I'm doing something that's never been done before to inspire people to find their own adventure within. I'm the first person to attempt biking the Seven Summits. Sound impossible? I've already done Kilimanjaro and Everest Base Camp. Next up is the deadly Mount Elbrus in Russia. It's a lung-crushing 18,500 feet, peppered with 22 different glaciers. For each adventure, I bring a special partner. But I have to admit, I'm a bit nervous about my mate on this climb, because it's my 11-year-old son, PJ.
Hi, my name's PJ Sweeney, and I've climbed more than 14,000 foot peaks with my dad.
What I like about climbing mountains is that it's fun, but at the same time a bit scary, so it's an adventure in a way. In September, I wanted to climb Mount Elbrus with my dad. The thing I'm most afraid of when climbing Elbrus is probably how cold it will be, and just the danger of climbing mountains.
A couple of summers ago, PJ tried to climb Mont Blanc in the Alps. Some sliding snow and dangerous weather conditions kept us from getting to the summit. But compared to Mount Elbrus, Mont Blanc was just a warm-up. Elbrus is really well known for dangerous weather conditions and violent storms. In fact, in 2004 alone, it claimed 48 lives.
It's all about training hard and being ready and prepared for the climb. So this year we're going to train really hard, especially on my birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Training is really the key, so we're going to spend a couple of weeks before we go to Russia in Breckenridge, Colorado. So we'll be living and training at 9,000 feet. That'll be really key for getting us ready for Elbrus and the altitude there, but the real benefit's going to come from the consistent training. I'll be getting ready to haul 50 pounds up the mountain to high altitude. That includes my fat bike, and PJ's going to have his pack with his own food, gear, and water. So we're both going to be in terrific shape. I'll be doing the Leadville 100, plus PJ and I will be doing a bunch of Colorado's legendary 14ers before we go out there. It'll be a lot of hard work, but we'll be ready for the mountain. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the family, and they're justifiably nervous.
I'm sad.
So, yeah. Nervous about what?
Sending our boy up to 18,000 feet.
All right, Sweeney Summit Squad has officially left the surly bounds of the earth, and we are underway on our way to Russia.
Дамы и господа, время пути до аэропорта Минеральных вод 2 часа.
Okay, Matt, we get that? 3? Okay, that's not so bad.
Did it say how many hours?
Yeah. That, thanks to Google Translate, is how many hours to the hotel.
Going to see Andre, the guy who manages the tour operations. Doesn't think they'll let the bike on the left.
You won't go to Huts?
Tomorrow morning, yes.
Maximum altitude?
Yes.
How many years old your son?
12. Very strong.
Okay. But you must ready if he no good fit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's
might be
a problem.
We've done 15 peaks above 4,000 meters together.
It's time for our first hike up the mountain to acclimatize. I'm bringing the bike up, and we've got to take a series of 3 different gondolas to get up there to these places called the barrel huts. I didn't get permission to bring the bike up, so I'm nervous. It took me 14 months to get a permit to ride in Sagarmatha National Park, where Mount Everest is. It took me 8 months to get a permit for Kilimanjaro. When I tried to get permits to ride at Elbrus, it was just a series of dead ends, and it was a nightmare. So I just decided, screw it. I'll bring the bike, and I'll just face the adventure when I get here.
While the police were debating what to do, we pushed through the turnstile and escaped into the gondola. But not without picking up this guy. He's not who you want to meet at the top. Wrong word from him, and this whole expedition is dead.
So the police didn't want us coming in with the bike. They said it was against the rules. That was crazy. But I wonder what those cops are doing coming right behind us. Alright, well, we're on our way to base camp one way or another.
Well, I show the cops a YouTube video of me biking up Kilimanjaro.
The saddle?
Uh-huh.
Saddle? Sit here.
All right,
Spasiba.
We seem to be safe for now, but I want to get up there, get to the summit, and just start bombing down before they change their mind. I let PJ pick out his own gear. He's got these new Gore-Tex Surround boots. They're a little bit lightweight, and I'm really concerned whether or not they're going to be able to stand up to the harsh environment near the summit of Elbrus. But that's how you learn, picking out your own gear, making your own mistakes, and that's how you stay accountable. At 2 o'clock in the morning, we meet our guide, Mikhail. Since I'll be riding the descent on a bike, I've hired a guard to take care of PJ on the way down and walk with him. We start up in the morning, our headlamps leading the way, and I gotta tell you, the 50 pounds on my back were slowing me down. PJ was actually ahead of me. He was crushing it. Maybe those shoes weren't such a bad idea after all. We're really in the zone, and that hint of orange on the horizon is bringing the promise of the sun just to warm us up. I'm pretty excited because we're already up over 5,100 meters.
Yeah, the snow conditions were perfect. The wind started to get brutal though as the sun rose.
The wind was really getting strong when the sun came up. Yeah, the wind is really stinging our cheeks. Even having the buffs on and the helmets can't keep those icy thorns of the wind from stinging our face. I know it's only going to get worse as these winds pick up. The sun didn't really do that much to warm us up.
I'm really cold, Dad.
And then I notice in the glimmer of my headlight, just off PJ's cheek is something shining, something wet. It takes me a minute to register because of the altitude and the exertion, but I realize that it's a frozen tear on his cheek. Alright, but what we can do is I can take off my gaiters and put them over yours, and that might help, and I've got some hand warmers. So once his feet started getting really cold, we had him shake his legs out, jump up and down, and really try to get the blood flow in there. But nothing seemed like it was going to help.
But I really didn't want to turn back.
I don't know, bud. You're going to have to decide. I can't decide for you.
I'm really cold, Dad. I think I'm gonna go down.
Love you, bud. I'm proud of you. Sorry your toes hurt. Okay.
One of the things we decided was Peach was going to go down safely with the guide.
How old?
11.
11.
Yeah.
I was pressing on by myself. I was really lonely and heartbroken that Peach wasn't with me, but I knew we made the right choice. As I climbed, it got colder and it got windier.
See this whiteout coming in. Good thing they've got these markers every 10 or 20 yards or so, because I sent the guide down with PJ, so now it's just me heading up to the top and getting down as quickly as I can.
And having that bike on my back was like a giant sail. So I set the bike down and I went to look for the official summit marker.
This is bittersweet, being on top of Elbrus. Clearly the conditions turn around, but I'm really sad I'm not here with PJ. It just breaks my heart. He worked so hard and he tried so hard, and his feet were getting frostbitten, so we decided he had to go down. And now I'm up here, as you can see behind me, in the clouds, all by myself, anxious to get back down, missing PJ.
I mount up and I blow past amazed onlookers as I take one of the top 3 descents in my life. Normally it's a 4 or 5 hour descent down to the base camp. I do it in about 40 minutes.
That was a ride.
So I get back to base camp and PJ's thrilled, but I could tell he's not himself.
Peach has got a little bit of local bacteria working in his stomach, but it's going to help build up some immune system. Next time he comes back to Russia, he can drink all the water he wants without even thinking about it. Right, pal? So, we spent the night here in one of the huts across from the barrels because they had no electricity. So we couldn't take the 3 gondolas that it takes to get down to the bottom. So we had an unscheduled night, and we don't have any food, which is not great. So hopefully we'll get down this morning, get Chumley some food here.
You know, we had so many firsts, and it was such a rich experience. It's something PJ and I are going to remember for the rest of our lives, from him dealing with the adversity of illness on the mountain and frostbite to crazy foreign travel. It was such a great experience, and we both learned a ton. And most importantly, we got home safe.
With all fingers and toes.
That's right. Proud of you, Peach. The Sweeney Summit Squad will be back and back stronger than ever.